guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe this channel. Bond yields and rate hikes for warning. Housing starts what's moving markets. Bond yields rise around the world as Sweden kicks off a week of big central bank meeting with a 100 basis point interest rate hike. Ford slumps after warning of big problems with supply chains and input costs. United Health gets some important support for its change healthcare equation. U.S. housing starts and building permits data are due as Germany's producer price inflation shocks. And crude oil prices are laboring still after the U.S. says it will extend the timeline of sales from its strategic petroleum reserve. Here's what you need to know in financial markets on Tuesday, 20th September. Sweden kicks off big week for central banks in style. Bond yields around the world rose almost in unison as global markets fretted about a likely wave of interest rate hikes by central banks this week. Sweden's Riksbank set an ominous precedent for the week, raising its policy rate by a full percentage point to 1.75%, prompting concerns that a step of that size may become the norm as monetary authorities try to rein in inflation. The Riksbank's decision will be followed by one from the Federal Reserve and the Brazilian Central Bank on Wednesday, with the Bank of Japan, Bank of England, and Swiss National Bank all due on Thursday. The benchmark 2-year U.S. Treasury note traded close to 4 point, a level it hasn't seen since 2007, while the German 2-year note hit 1.69% and 11-year high. 10-year yields also rose, albeit by less. Ford slumps after warning of supply chain problems. Ford Motor stock slumped 4.8% in pre-markets to its lowest in a month after the automaker warned of $1 billion in cost overruns in the current quarter due to supply chain problems and other issues with input costs. Ford said supply component shortage have stopped it from shipping high-margin products to dealers, meaning that as many as 45,000 vehicles may not reach dealers until the fourth quarter. The company nonetheless repeated its guidance. Elsewhere, China's electric vehicle maker Leapmotor reviewed with would be one of Hong Kong's biggest initial public offerings, aiming to raise over $1 billion to fund its expansion. Stocks set to reserve Monday gains, United Health in spotlight. U.S. stock markets are set to open in a jittery mood later, sparked by the relentless rise in bond yields in recent weeks. Dow Jones futures were down 145 points or 0.5%, while S&P 500 futures were down in parallel, and Nasdaq 100 futures were down 0.6%. That all about reverses Monday's gains. Stocks other than Ford that are likely to be in focus later include United Health, after a court ruling that bolstered its case for the $13 billion takeover of Change Healthcare, which the Biden administration is resisting on untrust grounds. The earnings slate is largely empty today, although the first half-yearly report by Haleon, the consumer health spin-off from GlaxoSmithKline, in which Zephyr holds a stake, pushed the stock up 3.4% in London. Housing starts, building permits, and a shocker from Germany. The U.S. housing market has been churning out costly statistics for several months already, so there might not be too much downside potential left when August numbers for building permits and housing starts are released at 8.5 IT. Housing starts are expected to have stayed largely unchanged, which would represent some progress after a drop of nearly 10% in July, but building permits, the more forward-looking indicator, are expected to have continued their downward trajectory. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.